Welcome back to Death Metal, right here at Comicstorian, where we take some of your favorite comic books, we break them down into digestible bites, and we read them dramatically back to you. Death Metal is a crossover event going on in comic books right now in the DC world. Basically, the concept is simple. The Batman Who Laughs has arrived to conquer the entire dark multiverse with the help of Perpetua. He has now become the One Who Laughs and is basically starting all kinds of problems in the multiverse. Our heroes are battling against him in the mainline Death Metal book, but there are spin-off titles like this one, Death Metal's Dark Knight's Death Metal Infinite Hour Extreme! And this is the story of Lobo in the dark multiverse. I'll give you the link to all the mainline stuff down below, but we thought we would do this single one-off issue as a single one-off video, so that you guys can enjoy a Lobo-centric adventure. So let's not waste any more time. The only thing you really need to know is that the dark multiverse is real and there's evil versions of your favorite superheroes in order to truly understand this storyline. So here we go. Deep in a part of the galaxy you wouldn't want to be in a bar you wouldn't want to be at, sits Lobo. And Lobo has a problem. He doesn't have a drink. Lobo calmly asks the bartender why he doesn't have a drink. The bartender tells him that he would love to give him a drink. The only problem is, he beat everyone to death in the bar and he used his arms to do it. Lobo scoffs as he helps himself behind the counter, stating, "You're a bartender. Figure it out for Frags' sake. There was one time I saw a rather inventive Galarian pour a drink with her. Well, anyway. This wouldn't have happened if someone just told me where my bounty Joe was." The bartender says that, actually, Joe is right over there. He beat him to death before anyone could tell him who he was. Lobo wipes the booze from his lips. Cool! Saves me some work! This should cover the drink and the bar. He tosses a detached arm, and the bartender says that this isn't even worth his. Forget it! But as Lobo picks up his bounty, a chain bursts through the wall, pulling him out. Lobo looks up asking, "What the frag is this? Frazetta Batman?" Batman, costumed as a Caesarian, watches as Lobo gets back up, and as he swings, the Caesarian catches Lobo's attack, flipping him down to the ground. That's right, we've got a Batman Lobo, or Lobo Batman. I don't even know how you pronounce this one. He tosses his bat cigar and he smiles. As for who I am, let's just say that I'm a Batman who injected himself with Caesarian DNA. In the process, it added your strength and healing factor to my already impressive skills and fighting prowess. Simply put, I'm the Batman Who Frags! Lobo gets to his feet, charging and headbutting the Batman Who Frags, telling him, "Oh, I'm scared! And what is this with all the bat stooges showing up lately? Like one of you uptight bat fetish losers wasn't enough." The Batman Who Frags returns with his own headbutt, hitting Lobo twice, asking, "Did you really think that you could headbutt the main man? You do know that there's still a Batman under this hood, right?" As blood pours down from Lobo's face, he says, "Oh, I know, but there was something else about that headbutt." The Batman Who Frags looks down to see his batarang jammed into his stomach, and Lobo gets back up asking, "How does it feel to be fooled by someone who knows how to play possum? Now get ready to become the Batman who's missing a spleen!" Suddenly, Lobo feels himself getting sucked into a portal as he yells, "Wait! I had the bat stitch! I had!" Lobo falls flat on his back, getting up to a voice welcoming him and apologizing for the rough ride getting here. It's not how they usually like to do things, but then again, these are unusual times. As the hooded man pulls down his cloak to reveal his scarred face, Lobo jumps over to the floating rock asking, "Luther, I'll give you it's unusual times. How about an unusual kick in your bald ass? What's the deal bringing me here?" Despite their differences, what's at stake is everything. Lex then opens up his cloak further, displaying several projects, all involving different forms of Batman, stating that if he doesn't accept this mission, then it all ends. Everything. Lobo scratches his chin, telling him, "Well, the end of everything could solve a lot of my problems. Can't stand Superman, every kind of Batman, and Guy Fieri. But on the other hand, it would also be curtains for stuff I do like babies, dolphins, brew, myself, and hell, money. Can't very well see dollars if everything's going belly up. All right, Lexi, you got yourself a deal. But who the frag is getting the bad news that the main man is coming?" Soon the projections change to a box with a skull on it, and Lex says, "It's not who, it's what. Death Metal itself." Lobo smiles. "All right, as long as I'm getting paid. But we're just kind of floating out here, wherever this place is in space. I'm gonna need something that..." At that moment, the Space Hawk screeches to a halt, and Lobo says, Alright, Lexi, guess we gotta get this show on the road. Meanwhile, back at the bar, the Batman who frags looks down at the Batarang, flexing his muscles, pushing it out. That bastard's got away. And that just don't happen to the Batmain man. Yeah, I'd say someone's about to learn the hard way, something every single resident of my Gotham is well aware of. The Batman who frags doesn't send anyone to Arkham. He sends them to hell. Later at Black Hawk Island, Lobo crawls his way through the swamps asking, "What is this place anyway? Someone thought you were real clever leaving this off the map. The place stinks like Jurassic shit. Better find that fragging death metal before some freak." But at that moment, a large man jumps out of the water growling, and Lobo yells, "Black Monday! Should have known that you were the one stinking up the joint. How many more of you bat stitches do I gotta kill? Got you guarding the building probably because you're too stupid to know what the job really is." Black Monday punches Lobo, shouting, "Stupid! No, you stupid!" The two wrestle their way out of the swamp and towards the nearby building, with Lobo taking out a giant gun, telling him, "If you're wondering where I hid this enormous gun, well, a lady never tells." Lobo opens fire, laughing. "That's right! Nobody likes you! You smell bad and you got no friends!" Black Monday pushes through the gunfire, putting Lobo in a chokehold, yelling, "Black Monday is bad guy, but me, I'm good friend." Lobo coughs. Alright, I get it. You did your job. Hell, maybe after this we can grab a drink or something. You know me. You know, just shoot the shit. Black Monday pauses for a moment, asking, "Friend?" And soon part of the wall comes crashing down, with Lobo getting up, telling him, "No, you lunkhead! That's just something we have in common. Neither of us has friends. Only difference with me is I don't want any. Ha!" After lighting up his cigar, Lobo looks through all of the relics on display as he sees the box that he's after. He takes it, looking inside, and he finds nothing, and a voice then asks, did he really think that something that powerful would just be lying around? Lobo tosses the box, telling him, "No, I didn't, Hawk dude." Hawkman goes on telling him that he knows how tempting the power can be, which is why it's been kept away for all of these years. Lobo tells him, "Good, thanks for doing that. Now go on and relax. Maybe take a nap or something, because that metal is coming with me. And if that means ripping your arm off and beating you with it..." Hawkman sighs. Maybe he is, and fate's helped them if it's true. Maybe Lobo is their only hope. Come. The metal is all-powerful. Whoever wields it can rewrite history and can remake the universe. You must be careful, Lobo. As Lobo looks up at the pedestal, he reaches for the small box and takes it, stating, "Thought it'd be heavier." But just then, something explodes, with Hawkman asking, "Did somebody follow you here?" Lobo tells him, "Yeah, I got a hunch about that." The Batman who frags starts laughing as he shoots down from his bat jet. As the walls begin to fall around them, Hawkman yells that they need to get out of the inner sanctum. There's a portal here, and honestly, there's no telling where it leads. He'll stay back, and Lobo grabs onto Hawkman as he jumps into the portal, telling him, "Oh no, you're not! You're coming with me!" As the two go tumbling out of the portal, they fall onto the ground, and Lobo looks around at a unicorn and crystals, asking, "Fragging Gem World? Really?" Hawkman gets up, stating that he was ready to die back there. He made his peace a long time ago. Hawkman waves him off, telling him, "Yeah, you can just suck it up. No one cares. Now, as for this..." As Lobo opens up the death metal box, the world begins to change and everything turns to black. And what we see now is the beginning of Superman's life as he left that dweeb planet Krypton. His ship crash landed on Earth. Jonathan and Martha Kent witnessed it and were stupid enough to get out and try opening it. What they found was a disgusting cesarean baby. "Oh, which one of you bastards is going to change my diaper?" Next is Batman. The Waynes left the theater after seeing the terrible movie Zorro or some crap like that, except this time, Lobo is the gunman who shot down the Waynes. And then there's Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Green Lantern, and even Martian Manhunter. Every hero in the timeline is now a Lobo. Lobo sits back laughing as he looks at all of the realities, stating, "I'm a damn genius! Lobo Land! All I gotta do now is just think and it comes to life." And that's when a voice calls out, "Attention, Lobo! Cease! This is worthless nonsense!" A hand reaches out of the portal, pulling him through, and Brainiac welcomes Lobo to the Hall of Doom. Lex had secretly instructed him to make sure that he relinquishes the death metal. Now relinquish. Lobo uses the death metal to put Brainiac in a dress, and she shouts, "Does not compute! You bland purse of proteins, attempting to humiliate an artificial intelligence. Your buffoonery is damning the multiverse." Lobo yells, "No one calls the main man bland. My Lobo senses have revealed your secret stash, oh guns. A small gun appears in Lobo's hand, and as he looks at it, he says, nah, too puny. And then it grows and grows, and finally it grows to the extreme. But just before Lobo can shoot, another voice calls out to him, and the Batman who frags shoots him in the chest. The Batman who frags laughs. Pathetic. Adios, bistach. Lobo groans as he sits up, stating, there is only one main man, and then there's a barf bozo in combat boots. Lobo kicks the Batman who frags, reaching into another reality, stating, fine, but before I give this thing up, there's one last thing I need to do. Moments later, the Batman who frags crash lands into the Hall of Justice, getting up laughing. You idiot! I'm still alive. You can't keep a good Lobo down. I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm gonna frag you until... But at that moment, the Batman who frags is punched to the ground, and all of the hero versions of Lobo begin to stomp and hit him, as the Justice League of Lobo rules their universe until Lobo is ready to give it up. Now, this is a fun little story of Lobo and how he got the death metal piece, but here's the best part, guys. This actually ties back into the main storyline. We're going to get to it in a little bit, but in the appropriate chapter, you're going to see Lobo show up, give it back to Lex, and then everything's going to move forward the way it's supposed to. So I love that while this is a fun little what the heck is going on kind of story, it is tied into the overall event. Death Metal will be linked down below. If you want to get early access to a lot of our videos, please consider going to our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see all you bastards later.